Lately been feeling so godly, undefeated and no one can stop me. Man, it's not thinking only the toppy. These niggas been hating and plotting, cause I stack and been chasing that broccoli.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, America, New York, Shaolin. It's Island Talk with your boys, Ness, Bob, Brian, Doza. Today in the middle we have our special guest, Juthi. Just taking a look at today's outfits without going too deep. I just want to ask, John, why do you have a Phillies jersey on today?
I wore it because Brian couldn't wear it.
It was unexpected. But I'm a Nike boy, so, I mean, that's what I do.
He's Nike too?
Yeah, it's the check. Yo, y'all can see the check? It's Nike.
You looking like certified lover boy. I see you.
Nah, sneakers, I mean. I'm a Nike boy for real.
I see you.
I got some home team on, you know.
Okay.
I got some, my boy Smitty shit. You know,
Shout
how I play. Shout out Smitty.
Okay.
Looks a little limpy.
So, you know.
What was that, Brian?
Looks a little limpy.
Oh.
Got some Porter brand on. You always see me with the Porter brand.
Oh.
Why don't you let him borrow your lip roller, bro?
That's what I should have done.
Rock more Porter than Porter himself. What's up, A Boogie say? Rock more like Mary than Michael Mary. Yeah.
Trying to figure out why Nessa T so baggy.
He stopped lifting.
I'm baggy.
It was the Hanes.
Stop lifting.
It was the Hanes 3-pack with 1 T.
Well, one time for my Smiles hoodie. Shout out either director.
Yeah,
Smile Film
Staten
Festival, Staten
Island.
Island. Period.
I got 2 Staten Island brands on. You know, you got a Staten Island brand on. We got to do
Always.
it for Staten.
Stand for Staten. And this is a Staten Island podcast, so there you go.
Staten for Staten.
Staten
Show
strong.
love. Love is
strong.
free.
Right. Because Staten Island's small. At the end of the day, I'm going to see you up the mall later. So it's just a matter of time, and now it's gonna be kind of awkward. So just for the sake of it,
Support,
show love.
Show love.
How much does it cost to show love again?
It's free, bro.
$3.99, my guy.
Love is
That's what I'm
free.
saying.
Right.
You ain't got to worry about support when you already showing
It's a
love.
good price.
You feel me?
You do event curating, like I guess. If you could speak a little bit more in terms of like the projects you're managing.
Yeah, so I have a couple of events that we do yearly. Like my biggest event is prom night. We do that once a year. That's really fun. It always has a different theme. Last year it was a 70s theme and it was really fun.
What do we get to do this year?
Lit.
This year we did concierge. This year we did the bonfire again. That was amazing. In the middle of a pandemic, you know, you don't really know what is going to come of the things that you try to do for the community. So it was like, 75 people out there. I posted the flyer like a day before. It was in the middle of the woods, really far.
How is it now when you're trying to plan an event during the pandemic? What are like the obstacles you got to go through? Obviously, social distancing and shit, but...
So I feel like right now, everybody's biggest problem is venue. You know, you can't do anything in proper spaces, so you have to think about, okay, where can I do this? Right now it's the summertime. Summer's winding down. We've been doing a lot of outdoor activities, so that's been cool. You know, you find a backyard, you find a beach, a park, or whatever, and you throw your events, and it's been good because everybody wants to get out the house, you know. But in the summertime, in the wintertime, now that we're moving into that, we have to really start trying to get a little bit more creative.
Yeah.
I've been talking to my people about us trying to curate a group of people who have houses or who know people who have property, so we could do like house parties, but not in your mother's house, not in your house, like somewhere where, you know, we go, we set it up like a regular party, DJ, this, that. We do what we gotta do and we leave, you know, because we grown. I don't want people in my house. Yeah. So
Go over that shit now.
Yeah, like back in the day we used to throw house. That's how we started throwing house parties. You know what I mean? I'm planning my Halloween party, Dance to Your Dead. That's a yearly thing too, and that's gonna be. We do it in a studio in the city, and we have access to that still.
Is that the one we did last year that I think I came to?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
That small spot, yeah.
Yeah, but this year, everything I like to do is kind of, I like intimate parties. Like, you know, I like small parties, so. This year, I think we're just gonna make the list a little bit more exclusive, so that
you think you're gonna find like a bigger spot to keep more room?
We want to, yeah. But if we can't, then we're just gonna do it because we have access to there, and that's a studio. So I'm excited.
Randoms at home.
The randoms are always welcome. I don't like when people say that. Honestly, what is a party without the random people that pull up? My first prom night ever. The first prom night I ever threw, there was 3 people who got to the party before I even got there.
Wait, what high school? What high school?
Okay,
No,
it
this
was
is not.
on
This is
the- oh,
adult
that was
prom
nice.
night. This is
Yeah,
adult
she
prom
throw-
night.
oh,
I
yeah,
throw
that's-
prom
yeah,
night
we have
every
to
year.
clarify that.
It's an adult prom night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not over here going to chaperone Jetty's prom night.
I want to know if it was noodle. I was ready to stereotype. It's like, yo.
Yeah, it's an adult prom.
It's an adult prom night. It's
Yo.
beautiful.
It's a theme.
A lot of beautiful people come out.
We are not trying to go to jail.
Yeah. It is. It's a great thing.
If you never got to prom,
Yes.
here's your chance.
So when's the
Yeah.
last time you did something for the first time? That's always my motto whenever I'm doing anything.
That's a bar.
So
Yeah.
Who's it? Is that a Drizzy bar?
it is.
Yeah,
It is.
I knew it.
He always knows what to say. That Drake.
Yeah, that's right.
That's another Drake program. Chapter.
Chapter. Nothing was the same.
Yeah. So
Not after 2020.
randoms are necessary. There was 3 people who went there. They saw the event on Eventbrite. They wanted to go to an adult prom, then got canceled. So they saw this on Eventbrite, brought tickets, and they turned up the whole. They looked beautiful. They were in their best prom attire, and they were just really fun. I loved it. It was inspiring for me for my first. That was the first party I ever really threw.
The first prom
years
night
ago,
was
right?
lit.
Yeah, that was the first.
First
That was
one
2
was
years
lit.
ago.
That was OD.
Open bar.
You think you're doing this
It
year,
was
or-
such a great time.
I'm gonna do one this year. I don't know how. I don't know
How it's gonna
exactly
happen,
how it's gonna pan out, but I know I'm manifesting it. So something's gonna happen.
gonna
That's
happen.
gonna be amazing, and yeah, we're definitely gonna do it.
Prom vid 19.
First of all, no.
How many years have you been doing this for?
This will be my 3rd one. So 2020 would be 2018 was the first year. So it's been 2 years. This will be the 3rd prom night this year.
It's like dog
Everybody
night.
was looking fly.
Nice.
Like it looked like the 70s in there. You should have saw me for 2 weeks. 2 months, I was in my house. They would come to see me. I would be like playing 70s music,
Yeah, she
learning
was
how to do
ready.
the hustle. Like I was just getting really into the 70s culture. I was obsessed with the Studio 54 documentary.
Oh.
It was just a vibe back then. Like
Yeah.
partying was just so much different back
was
in the
better.
day.
Oh yeah, he had the shirt unbuttoned.
Yeah,
with
the chest hair,
Oh,
the hair
shirt
open out.
Yeah.
Don't try to
and the
take those fake
unloosened
ones.
tie.
Oh, yo, and I had the star shirt on, right? It has stars on it?
Yeah, we're gonna have to screenshot this.
Yeah, you're gonna have to post this picture up there.
Screenshot this.
I love it.
You're gonna have to post that picture up there and let them see.
Oh, I did see this.
How
You
prom
look like,
night was.
August Alsina, bro.
Oh God.
Just around the face. version of it.
August.
Entanglement?
Did anybody listen to August album?
Yeah, I
You
did.
sure?
I'm
Was it
sorry, I
good?
did not.
Nah, I wasn't really fucking with it.
It don't really got like no hits.
Can I ask why
It's
did you listen
smooth.
to it? Was it because of the red table?
No, I love R&B. I'm an R&B guy, so I
You're an
listen,
R&B
I listen to all
guy.
this shit.
Okay.
I don't miss his.
Is he top 5?
No.
No.
R&B ain't even
Not
Top
even,
five
not even
trash.
top. Not even top 10, bro.
But
I'll give you some
You
good
don't make top 20
artists.
though.
Like Sammy drops a lot of good projects.
He's
And
just
he's
talking
still
about Sammy,
dropping
bro.
because
He loves Sammy.
favorite.
He
Great
loves Sammy.
projects.
Are you on Sammy's payroll? Because the way they
He dropped some great
He got something going on with
projects.
Sammy.
St. John,
Something behind closed doors.
St. John got some good
St.
work.
John's lit.
Okay.
There's a lot of great people doing music, and y'all gotta check it out.
I want to have a space. I want to own a space where people like us can freely come work. I want people to rent it for parties, rent it for catering events. Like I just want the community to have a space where we can collectively come together and not make, because out here in Staten Island, like it's not easy to get people to let you rent out their venue, get them to let you do what you really want to do. Like out here, there's so many limitations for us. So moving forward, I want to have a space like that. I wanted to have like, you know, somewhere in the back where it's like all white. You could shoot movies, you could shoot videos, you could do whatever the fuck, make it into whatever. I want to have a space where it's, you know, a kitchen where the chefs out here could like rent it to throw their catering parties and stuff like that, because it's hard. I think the biggest sacrifice that you have to make is building with people, because a lot of people don't like to ask for things. You know, and if you don't have your foot in the door, you need people around you who have their feet, indoors. It's definitely who you know. You have to build connections with the people around you. If you see somebody doing something that you want to do, don't look at that person as competition. You get next to them, learn from them.
New York thing.
You know what I mean? Like you really have to.
Everything competitive.
It's the worst.
It's
the
why it's
worst.
the
I
best
wrote
and worst
better than
thing.
you.
That's why.
Niggas was rolling up in high school.
Right.
Somehow I wrote better than you.
Everything is a
Everything is
competition.
a competition.
No reason.
Are we letting this nigga roll?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe that, especially in Staten Island, we need to start moving as a collective.
Yeah,
That's
I
why,
guess
you
so.
know, now we're putting ourselves in a position to, you know, to reach more people.
Mm-hmm.
And like all the parties that we have, like Smiles Film Festival, prom night, we want to take these things to other places. So 5 years, I would like to be traveling with that. I would like to bring it to Atlanta, bring it
like a
to
Peaches Zoo
Cali.
type of thing?
Yeah, bring it to Cali, bring it to Miami. You know, we want to fill up warehouses. We don't want to just fill up a backyard full of people. We want to fill up. We want to bring it to, you know, to another level. We want to get people to invest in us.
How is it being a single mother doing all that? Like, how does that dynamic work? You know what I mean?
Dope, because I get to kind of just make my life however I want it to be. And my daughter, she's getting bigger now. She's about to be 9. Shout out to Kylie.
Shout out Kylie.
And you know, her dad usually has her on the weekends.
Okay.
So, and I used to work on the weekends a lot
you have
too.
help. It's not just you.
So it's not. Yeah, I'm a single mom, but I raised my daughter, you know, in a household of our own, you know what I mean? But she definitely has her dad. Her dad be with her on the weekends, you know. Shout out to him. Being a single mom is inspiring. I want her to know, like, yo, you could do whatever you want. She sees me going to work. She sees me making the CMOS, throwing these parties, you know. She sees me home counting all the money. You know what I mean? So she's excited.
Because it seems like you had the upper notch. You figured out a way to get it done.
Right, exactly. So
I got 3 kids and doing what I'm doing and everything else, it's a lot. But like, I mean, I got a lot of help, so it helps. It works out. But
definitely,
either way, I mean, if you're dedicated, you're into it. I mean,
I have a really good connection with my daughter, but I always felt like she just loved her father. Like, you know, I feel like girls with their fathers, it's just
that's what
like
I'm saying. Yeah,
they
that's
just love them. You know what I mean? So I was kind of always
sons
like,
are mothers,
even though
you know,
I know that
girl,
you love me, but I still
boy.
feel like, you know, like I'm always at that disadvantage. Like I'm the bad guy, especially since I'm the main parent. You know, so I'm the one like, you know, do this, do that.
The discipline.
And she kind of goes over there and just turns up on the weekends.
it's kind of like a relaxation
Comes
thing.
back,
Like, you chill out now. I don't gotta worry about my mom telling me to do this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't.
She got a phone?
She has a phone.
She has a phone.
iPhone?
She has an iPhone.
She do.
But you got the parental control on everything.
I like. It's funny because I got her a phone, but I don't let her take it anywhere. Like she has like a laptop and an iPad. Like she has other things, so I really don't be letting her have the phone unless like she's going somewhere where I need to call her.
Gotcha.
And she's 9, right?
She's 9. Yeah. So. Yeah.
But it's a different age.
I don't let her watch YouTube for a long time. Like if she's like on YouTube, I'll be like, all right, like. You were on. You're
on top of it.
I'm on top of it.
I tell my daughters like, yo, you can watch 2 episodes of your favorite show, whatever it is.
Right. If you let them run,
2, 3, that's it.
Yeah, like
that's it.
when she was getting in, when she was younger,
YouTube
she would
Saturdays.
always watch
YouTube
other kids play toys. So that's what kids do these days. They watch other kids play toys.
Oh, yo,
and
like
on
YouTube. Other people play video games.
Yeah, so that's something.
Open toys.
We gotta do that. We gotta do that.
Now we gotta
make a million, bro. Just start playing video games, maybe with some soldiers.
We gotta bring
nice though.
We gotta
bring some toys to Island Talk next time.
But these kids, but they get this shit for free though. They like whoever. I mean, they've been doing it for a while, but people are giving them fucking.
People,
they make
toys
millions.
sponsor them. Then they come out with their own
Kids
toys.
watching them play video games.
Fortnite got out of
I
hand.
want to play my own shit. I don't want to watch nobody open.
Oh no! I said go outside.
We bringing in
I mean, I don't
toys.
know.
We wrapping
It's
the
It's
toys.
weird.
It's weird as fuck. I don't know where that comes from. Like,
I don't know when it
Because
started or when it came from.
you know what it is? I think because they see newer toys, so they want it, so they just get into like watching the toys. The first was commercials growing up. What's that little toy commercial, action figures with some new shit, with the fucking karate chop or some dumb shit, and that was all like YouTube, watching toys. They don't really get toy commercials anymore. It's like how often you see a toy commercial? You don't really see that anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
And I guess
You really see video game commercials, bro.
And the good thing about YouTube is that now it adds to
selling on
socializing.
YouTube with these kids.
So like now these kids don't feel like they're by themselves. They feel like they're with someone.
Right, which I don't like.
If you're an only child,
There's a lot of only child that's all they're doing.
don't
you got a
like
brother
it.
or sister on there now. Huh?
If you have a brother and sister.
I don't
If
know.
on
My
YouTube,
main thing is
you got one.
I don't want my kid wanting this little kid's life.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, they do this on you. I don't give a crap
That's
what
what
they
my
do.
daughter started doing that shit. I'm like, first of all, listen, this is the show, and they're giving them these toys. She's like, I want this. I'm like, no, okay, first of all, they don't just have this stuff. They're like, oh, okay, they don't understand. They're like, this is not normal life. Kid.
Have your kid ever told you ever told your kid you don't have money and then all of a sudden they're like, well, just go to the ATM. Like,
They don't understand.
I was just saying that to you this today.
Just go to the ATM.
Speaking about going outside, so you're big on health and wellness stuff like that. So what are some things you're doing now that you got going on? Things you're selling and things you're creating.
So health and wellness. I'm trying to bring this on a bigger platform. I make sea moss gels. I make teas. I'm starting to make incense. Nobody really knows about this yet, but I'm trial and erroring it. And a lot of my friends have a lot of wellness businesses. Hala has Badass Boot Camp. She sells a bunch of sage and smudge sticks and things like that. A bunch of stuff.
Shout out to that.
Brittany has nice CBD. She makes CBD lotions.
Shout out to Britt.
And a bunch of different CBD products
Great
that is
stuff,
also
great
really
stuff.
good for you. Crown Scotch does the body jewels. Sabrina with the Highest Plane Shop has a bunch of
Shout out
crystals
Sabrina.
that she makes. So right now we're going to create a marketplace for that. So it's just going to be like a one-stop shop for everything wellness. We're calling it the Medicine Cabinet.
Okay.
Every Saturday, 10 a.m., I have a radio show called Connect and Create. Me and my daughter are the host of it, and we pretty much
You
are...
and your daughter, that's dope.
Yeah, Kylie's on. She's my co-host, and
That's lit.
it's parent and child conversation.
I never saw this.
It's on the radio. You have
It's
to
been
listen to it.
You've never done it like in person? It's always been on the radio?
I always do it like we're on Station Head, so you would have to download the Station Head app to listen to it, and you just go to the Corner radio. That's the station that we're on. Shout out to Corner Radio. Corey and Hala, the big OGs of Corner Radio. We got a cool thing going on there, and a lot of people are joining in and listening. And it's 24 hours, 7 days a week. Our station.
Oh, shit.
But I have 2 shows. One of them is Connect and Create, which is on 10 a.m. on Saturdays, and on Friday nights at 7. Me and Hala have like a talk show called So Anyways, and it's kind of like a pregame like girl
I done been on it a couple
shit talk.
times.
And and we get together and we play music and we just get you in the pregame mode for your Friday night, and it's fun.
Yeah.
Corner Radio, and you guys could be on there anytime. We can get Island Talk on there.
Yo, I got a good question for you, Betty.
What?
How do you feel about girls going to their friends and talking like mad shit about their guy, and then then when the girls give their feedback, like, yeah, you should leave him, like, that doesn't make sense, and then they just continue to stay with him, but they keep continuing to go back and talk mad shit. How do you feel about that?
It's just venting, right?
Okay, so I feel like
it's
it's important for friends to not get emotionally involved in their friends' relationship. So if my friend is coming to me constantly telling me, oh, he did this, he did that, I know my advice isn't going to be leave him. My advice is, girl, stop talking about it. Stop talking about it if it's something that you clearly don't want to change. If you're going to change something in your life, change it. People in relationships need to realize, stop telling people your fucking business. Stop telling your mom, stop telling your sisters, and stop telling your friends every time you get into something. Because you're not calling them every time something good happens. So if every week you get into one argument, I get a 1 weekly phone call about what's going wrong in your life, but I never got any other calls in between that. So I just get 1 weekly call
Negative.
having of some negative
like
shit.
this.
You know what I mean?
Perfect.
So then I just have a negative look about your relationship.
Of course.
You're not calling me saying, oh my God, I had the best day today, he did this, because when you're in your glory and when you're in your happiest, you're not thinking of me. So I just feel like people need to share what's good about their relationships just as much as they share what's bad, so people don't get biased opinions about your partner.
That's a big fact.
I don't like people looking at my partner away. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I want everybody to have an appreciation for him just as much as I do. Or if you don't, it's just because you just don't know anything about him, not because you just know all bad. You know, we as women, and I feel like men too, because men call women with their issues too. I don't feel like guys call their guy friends to complain about their girls as much as they call their girlfriends. Like, yo, this girl.
It's because of stigma, though.
That's because guys, because a guy
Let's
complaining.
talk about that too,
You could,
because I feel like guys don't really talk to each other.
Not me and my niggas.
Nah, we're
Niggas
pretty
gonna
close.
Shut up, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. In general,
Do you guys do mental health checks with your boys?
Yeah, we all good.
I think
Every guy's like, every friend's
everybody's gonna say that
Yeah.
they do in theory, or at least they want to.
I might say something to you normally that
Right.
I won't say to him.
As you should,
It's
though.
big
Yo,
too.
this
Like,
is
I might
why
talk to him about something more personal than I might talk to him
This
about.
is, listen.
You know what I mean?
This
It
is what I
depends.
be trying to teach people too. I'm big on this. Is some personal stuff is okay to stay personal. There's no one person in my life that I feel like I got to tell everything about me to.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of
But that
people
could
feel
change
like that.
tomorrow.
A lot of people have to have a friend or somebody they feel like they have to tell everything to. And there's nobody in my life that I would tell everything to. Some things can be personal. It is your personal life.
I think-
so. It's okay to move that way. And like you said, some people only share negative things, or some people only share
they
positive
only focus
things,
on negative.
and it all gets construed anyway.
Yeah.
Because when they're focused on the positive, they're not focused. They're focused on themselves.
Right.
And when there's too much negativity, they need to get it out of them. You know what I mean? People want to protect their happiness, but they want to share their sadness and their anger. You know, and I just feel like make it even.
Yeah.
You know, make it even.
Wait, by any chance, did you read 48 Laws of Power?
I did. I started reading that book, but at the time when I started reading it, I felt like it was very manipulative.
Okay.
So I stopped because I felt like it was negative. But I have the book, and I feel like I can read it from a different perspective at this point in my life. So I do want to go back to it.
Because I was connecting it to just like there was a part in there where he gave a story about like speaking negative. Like if like there was a Roman emperor. I mean, don't call me this, but it is in that book where this messenger kept telling him negative news. Eventually, the king chopped off the head of the messenger, and he was like, just because every single time he came through, he just said negative news. So the moral of the story was like, if you don't got nothing nice to say,
don't say nothing at all.
Don't say nothing at all.
Yeah.
Just keep it pushing.
Imagine telling your parents, like, yo, this guy, he's the worst. This,
then
shorty house no more,
bring
bro.
it over.
Yo, bro, if I was a father, like, yo, nah, you're no good, bro.
Because
Like,
eventually some people are going to be like, that's
dumb.
you. That's only perceiving negativity.
And
You
that's
can't
what I
recognize
said about
positive.
going back and telling people shit.
Yeah,
Because
that's
you
the
only
point
hear
of positive
that perspective of the relationship from that point of view. Like
They never go back to, oh my God, I saw them on, they were doing this cool shit. No one's ever telling that story. They want to tell that everybody loves drama, they love the fucking conflict. That's what that people thrive off. That's what the whole world thrives on, conflict. There's never no peaceful shit. Nobody wants to hear that shit.
All right.
Alright.
So, I have a question for you guys. I want to know, okay, so being from Staten Island, I feel like girls always have, reputations as far as like, all right, everybody out here, it's a small place, you fuck with somebody that fucks with somebody that you know, and then, then girls get these reputations because of it. But I feel like guys don't really get those reputations. I feel like no one ever really cares if guys fuck with girls who are in close proximity to them, but girls really just get like bad talked because of it. And like when you come from somewhere as small as this place, like shit like that is bound to happen. So how do you guys feel about like that Staten Island stigma of like the girls out here?
I mean, I feel like it shouldn't matter. I feel like the girls shouldn't be doing that to each other. If you talk to somebody and then you end up talking to somebody else, to me it depends on how like serious of a level it was. If that was like your girlfriend or like you guys were really together for a long time, it might be a little slow, like, because you're going to get that bad feedback and comments from other girls. But for somebody you kind of just talk to for a little bit.
I'm talking about guys. I'm talking about how guys view the girls out here.
Or like how like if we pull up to a party and it's like
too close for you.
There's one girl that's been with 7 dudes at the same party. That's what you mean?
I mean, like, okay,
that happens a lot.
You meet someone, right? You meet someone, you're like, oh, I've never seen this person because this happens. Oh, you from Staten Island, I never met you before. And then you see who they are, and then all of a sudden, okay, now somebody that you know is going to know this person.
Of course.
100%. So now I'm with you. Oh, I know that girl. Oh, she used to fuck with this one, that one, that one. One of those people happen to be somebody that you know. Is she off limits at that point?
Now, this person, for
I don't
me,
think so.
this person that I know, is that like my boy, or is it just somebody like, remember like you said, is he on my phone, I'm calling him to chill, or just somebody I know because it's Staten Island? That matters to me. And it also matters if, like, well, that's pretty much it, actually. Like,
just the close proximity?
Just the close
Yeah,
proximity.
like
What if
they
too
come to your house and they come to your
What
parties and
if
shit,
there's
then you're
like
probably not.
three people that are like not in close proximity?
Define
Is that-
close
But you know them
proximity.
though, right?
So like they're just, I guess they're not your people.
Like we're not in group chats, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Like, I don't hit
but
them.
like maybe
Like, you
it's
don't
like your
come to my
man's
parties
man.
if I
So
throw
say
one.
it's like you and Bobby are cool, and Mendoza's cool, but Bobby, you are talking to a girl that used to fuck with Mendoza. But that's not really your friend. That's your friend's friend. Is that okay? Yeah, right.
Yeah, I
You
think
lost
so.
me.
I get what you mean. It's like a third degree.
Retarded.
It's like a third degree
Nerves real
connection.
big.
It's like it's a
Right. The separation. If in life it's 6 degrees of separation, Staten Island is definitely 1 degree of separation.
It's that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
So you have to expect that to happen. So for like that's why sometimes I feel like guys or girls, whether they be like, oh, I can't talk to this person because of this.
a guy will still talk to
do?
that girl, but then he'll feel a way about like being serious.
Being in
with
a
them.
relationship.
Yeah,
with her. That's true.
like that's what I'm saying. Like guys will still fuck with you, but it's like I'll fuck with you, but I won't.
He'll mislead.
I won't take
Because
it
they're
serious.
gonna think about like, oh, my man's hit. So back my mind, my man's hit that. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
Like
maybe
it,
if I'm
it automatically like makes them
Yeah.
unworthy to like be taken
I don't know
serious.
if I'm pounding up 3 niggas that. I don't know. If we going into
I'm passing up 3 niggas at the my house, maybe somebody throw a little party, then yeah.
If we pulling up somewhere and I'm pounding 3 niggas that you've been with, it's a little uncomfortable.
But what does that mean? You could take somebody else because you don't have one.
Yeah, I mean,
You could have
done it in 2002 for all we know.
It has. If it's something, it had to be something that makes absolutely no sense.
Oh, it makes
Like
sense.
high
I
school.
thought you were gonna say it had to be something that happened a long time ago.
No, I'm an angel.
You keep forgetting.
I'm an angel.
Yeah, but there's a little
don't
thing on
make
the
this
side
up.
of you that got horns.
That's the Reezy.
Yo.
Makes sense.
Devil and angel.
Devil emoji on Reezy.
Yeah, y'all know the angels on this side. Angels on this side.
Devil emoji.
People hate Reezy. They hate you, bro.
Yo, they hate me,
They hate
They hate him, man.
Maybe hate me.
Hate's a strong word.
Hate.
Hate.
So good.
Hate.
Remember, like I said, haters, we gonna always win.
You
You
always
heard?
win, yeah.
Gracias, mi gente, de nuevo por estar en sintonía con otro episodio with the Island Talk. In other words, thank you for checking us out. Another successful episode. It's been a pleasure. I'm signing out. Ness, Black, Reezy, Doza, and our very special guest,
One and
Jody.
Your favorite.
Thank you for definitely
event
popping
curator's
out.
curator right here.
Period.
She's the best.
Bye, guys. Thanks for having me.
See you next
You're
week.
just getting started.